This is the quarterback, Trevone Boykin.
You are an All-American.
All right, come on. This is the All-American quarterback, Trevone Boykin. This is an All-American linebacker, Paul Dawson. Welcome to the House of Playmakers. You can't critique Shadur Sanders without somebody feeling like you hate.
J-Boo, if you hear this, go back to Florida State.
I think it was a little jumping the gun, firing him mid-season.
You see how that defense is playing, bro? They can't stop a nosebleed.
All right, man. We're here with another episode of House of Playmakers, episode 6. I know, I think we done took a little break, but we ain't took too much of a break, you know what I'm saying? So we here, but today I got somebody in the studio that y'all probably ain't seen since we was both in the backfield.
Talk to him.
My boy from San Antonio, and I did a little research on you. I'm finna run some accolades out for you. You understand me?
I hear you.
Aaron Green, my boy, San Antonio, Texas, attended Madison High School. He was out there with I remember you in high school, bro.
What you remember?
I remember, man. I remember because we came out the same time. But they say nearly 5,000 yards in high school. Senior year, you rushed for 1,719 tuds. Then went to Nebraska, coming out of high school. Why Nebraska?
Man,
before I get to the rest of the accolades, just
a big influence is that my brother was already on the roster.
Abdul.
So
who was
Andrew Green?
Andrew? Oh,
Amir Abdullah was my roommate.
Yeah, like my blood brother.
Yeah.
Okay.
Same mama, same daddy.
Yeah. Okay.
So he was already out there. So that kind of skewed a lot of my perception of everything.
Okay, bet. Okay, boom. End up going to Nebraska in 2011. Freshman year, 12 games, 105 yards, 2 tuds. Boom, kind of. What made you? Let's say towards the end of that, boom, you transferring to TCU. What made you leave?
Man, it was a lot of reasons. I think I always circle back to I feel like I was a little impatient. Mm-hmm. I was a little, not even immature character-wise, but like just kind of immature when it came to expectations of college football.
Right.
But I also think I'm just not a Midwest guy.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? I'm just not a Midwest guy.
Being from Texas is like going over your trust.
Come on now. And then I also felt like I felt like I wasn't going to get a chance to show what I could really do out there and when I wanted to. Yeah. So I was like, man,
Nebraska appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all.
Go Big Red.
Thank y'all for sending him straight to me. Boom, we going to get into the TCU stats though. We're getting into TCU 2013 as a junior. I remember when you first came on campus, it was like, bro, AG used to be, bro, let me get it, bro. Let me get it. Let me get it. I was like, bro, you have it. You feel me? Let me have it. But boom, rush for your junior 2014, 9 touchdowns. Then boom, we come back 2015 is where we kind of really tried to put this thing together. Both of us being in the backfield. You damn near set records this year with 1,272 rushing yards, 244 carries, and 11 rushing touchdowns. TCU, speaking of running backs, I mean, we've had good running backs come through there. You talk about Ed Wesley, you talk about Matthew Tucker. When it was at one point in time, even when Andy was playing, you were at Nebraska. We was actually still in high school. Andy was playing. TCU had down there 3,000-yard backs. 3 of them was Wayman. Ed and Tuck was going for a Banyan every time. Quick
story. That's honestly one of the biggest reasons why I came to TCU. For real? So I'm out in Nebraska, and we giving one back the ball. And, I'm seeing him. He's kind of beat up at times. He's hurt, barely making it to game day. And they wasn't really trusting anybody else to carry the ball. Mm-hmm. And so I'm starting to look around. I see TCU. Trust me, I seen all 3 of them had over 120 carries. Yeah, all 3 of them had over 700 yards.
That was a
man.
But that's a crazy efficient. I ain't gonna lie.
Let me make my way down to
Fuente. So you didn't meet Fuente.
Nah, I missed him.
But Fuente was that offensive coordinator for that team with Jeremy Curley, Andy, Jimmy. He was, and so I ain't gonna lie. Fuente, he may know he working at TCU right now. Me and Fuente, I ain't gonna say the word hate.
Yeah.
I disliked it Fuente as a person. Yeah. As a person. As a coach, everybody respected him. Yeah. I ain't gonna say they loved him as a coach. They all respected him.
I heard he was an acquired person. But when I got to TCU, I think that's when he took that job in Memphis. He was the head coach out there in Memphis.
And he left us so crazy. He left out. It was doing bowl practice. I swear to God. Yeah. He left. He was like, the lady runs in there with the phone. She's like, they're here to talk to you. And he grabs the phone. He looks at us. It's me, Matt Brown, and Casey. This is doing bowl practice. I think we were going to go play.
Was that point?
It was Poinsettia Bowl. Yeah. I think so. Poinsettia Bowl. Yeah, it was Poinsettia Bowl. We was going to San Diego. Mm-hmm. And he's like, hey, y'all do some footwork drills. I swear to God, just like that, he was like, y'all do some footwork drills and yeah. And he walked out. I swear to God.
He said, see y'all.
Bro, it wasn't even a real goodbye. It was like, it was more so like, y'all do whatever. And I swear to God, not even 2 days later, bro, I'm watching TV and him, his wife, his daughter, he's taking a head coaching job at Memphis. I was like, this.
It happened
He
fast.
didn't even tell us, like, bye, anything. Like, Cumbie had enough respect for us to come to us and tell us after the 14th season, like, UT was trying to get Cumbie to come down there at 15 our senior year. And he literally came to us and told us, you know what I'm saying, out of respect for just what we done built and what we had going on. He came and told us like that he wasn't accepted, that he was entertaining it
for sure,
but he wasn't going to accept it for various
he
reasons
use it for
or whatever.
leverage for where he already at.
And so the way Fuente handled it was crazy. But speaking like you saying those running backs on that team, he was a great offensive coordinator when it came to like game planning and all. And they ran more
using guys to their strengths.
A pro style. They ran more of a pro style hybrid.
I remember.
Like they were still on the center, flash faking, throwing comebacks.
We had open our shoulders on that.
So when we first got to TCU, it was a little different. But like even during my recruiting process, bro, I used to tell folks like, I played the spread out like what y'all seen us do 2014, 2015 is what I did in high school.
And that's so crazy, bro. Not to cut your wisdom, because like when we switched offenses,
we took off.
Oh my God.
We took off.
We took off, but most importantly, you took off.
We took off because it was me. It was me, bro. It was what I had been doing. It was just like, hey, go out there and make plays, and then like bro, going into 2014, that going from 4-8, having Meacham and Cumbie come in, and spring ball went good, but spring game was horrible.
Yeah. Yep.
And so they hearing all the backlash from that. We used to have to roll after some practices in the spring in 2014.
Yep, too many turnovers.
Yeah, too many. And so like that offseason was brutal, but it got us prepared in order to, we won 18 games? Yeah. 17 games in a straight after doing that tenure there. But I'm glad you came over here, bro. Congratulations. Thank you, like I said, to the Cornhuskers for sending him over this way. I really appreciate it. I really, really do. But he gonna kick it with us here today.
Appreciate you having me, brother.
And obviously, you know, my boy PJ would be here. You know what I'm saying? PJ would normally be here.
That's my roommate. If everybody who doesn't know, when we first got on campus,
Paul was your roommate?
Yeah, Paul was my roommate.
Don't do it to him too much, because Lord Jesus, Cool Daddy. His new nickname is Cool Daddy.
Cool Daddy. Got the shades on.
Yeah, Cool Daddy.
That's my dog, man. Skyline's finest.
Skyline's finest, not for real. But
Moncrief. The Moncrief.
The first topic is, I argue with my partners all the time, and you may not, you may so, but Shedeur Sanders is the most touchy topic to sports right now, because he's not your average 5th round pick, right? So us looking at Shedeur and finally seeing him, and I've been telling people, this is our first time we've seen Shedeur go through a quarterback battle. Yeah. His daddy has always been the head coach. Yeah. That could rub some people wrong. It's a beautiful thing when you look at it to a lot of people. I love to see a father, his son, and be able to be put in that position to even be able to do something like that.
No doubt.
But a lot of coaches probably look at it like, okay, he's been playing under his daddy his whole life. He really hasn't been able to, well, I ain't gonna say hasn't, because he's faced a lot of adversity on the field. But when it comes to being the guy, that was never a question. And so I used to tell people all the time about Shedeur Sanders. You can't critique Shedeur Sanders without somebody feeling like you hating.
Yeah.
I don't know why. And it's like, oh, you can't. And granted, he's getting treated like this. I think he's a little blackballed in the league. Now, I wouldn't say blackballed, but I would say that they manipulated some things. It was a lesson that they was trying to teach him. And I can't say that he handled the whole draft process the right way as well. Right. But I still think when we talk about play on the field and what he produced on the field and talent on the field, I still think he deserves an opportunity to be a starter in this league.
For sure.
And I don't know too many fifth-round picks that's selling jerseys with up there with Heisman Trophy winners and first-round picks. Like, so it already goes to show what type of person that the public think he is already. Why are we feeling like he's not getting this opportunity to get on the field? Do you feel like Stefanski is handling? Do you feel like Cleveland is handling Shedeur in the Joe Flacco, which he's gone now, but do you feel like they're handling the Shedeur situation
I would say
the
no.
right way?
I would say no. I think that they handled him very kind of like disingenuous.
Yes.
I feel like when the owner came out and he
said that he wasn't his pick.
That
he wasn't my
if
pick.
It was up to him, he wouldn't have drafted him. It's just like, man, I don't know if there's any owner who's ever said that about a draft pick.
And you the one cutting my checks. You feel me? So it's just like, if
saying?
you ain't pulling for me.
The head coach answers to you.
Yeah.
So it's like, if he has the audacity to say that, it's just like, well, damn, how do I feel about myself here? Yeah. You know what I mean? So it kind of just seems like already it's like a bad taste. The chips were stacked against him.
Yeah, for sure.
And he's definitely fighting up an uphill battle.
Do you think he's being treated any different from any fifth-round pick? See,
in what way?
Anyway, it's hard for us to say.
No, for sure. Like, I mean, even
because think about a fifth-round pick, which a lot of us, to be quite honest, we're not even paying attention to fifth-round pick quarterbacks,
right?
Until they maybe get on the field. Nobody knew who Brock Purdy was, Mr. Irrelevant, last pick in the draft, until he actually stepped on the field. So unless you one of those top 3-round quarterbacks being picked where people are actually still watching the draft and it's not just updates coming on their phone. Yeah. Once updates, like, so Shedeur, is he being treated any different from any other fifth-round pick? I would say no. I would say no in that regard. The only thing that rubs everybody is because he's not your normal fifth-round pick.
Yeah. And I think, for one, the production and just kind of like the quarterbacks that came in the draft with him, I think that there was maybe 2 guys that I felt like deserved to be picked over him. I think that was Cam Ward and Dart.
You like Dart?
I think he's a baller.
Okay.
I think he's a baller. And he played well at Ole Miss as well. So I understand why somebody would take him over Shedeur. But I feel like even in the preseason game where they took him out in the 2-minute drill, it's just like those are layups. A lot of people who don't know football, like those are layups for quarterbacks, right? Everybody else is playing soft coverage, right? They're trying to keep everything in front of you. Yeah, you can get you a free 50 yards. You know what I mean? Free 60, free 3 for 3, 4 for 4. So I felt like that was like, why you put in somebody that you knew you were going to release. Yeah. Who was it? Huntley, I believe it was.
Oh yeah, they had Huntley on.
Yeah, they let him get the 2-minute drill, and it's just like, come on, man. Because like, you can't make it more obvious.
Yeah, way this is the way that they doing it. It's so in your face. No, it's almost like if I'm Shedeur, it's like, how many people y'all gonna try to get to skip the line on me?
Yeah,
right.
And it's tough, and it's kind of hard to hide. I honestly don't think they're doing a very bad job trying to hide it if they are trying to hide it. And there's no disrespect to Dylan Gabriel. I think Dylan Gabriel is a good player.
He's not playing bad, bro.
No, he's not.
I've been telling everybody. I've honestly, only thing that kind of rubbed me wrong, he threw 52 passes last week as a rookie. That's rookie tough. Is going to win throwing 52 passes. Right. But to throw those 52 passes and still don't have a touchdown is crazy to me.
Yeah.
So I feel like, whether we believe it or not, time will tell. I feel like Shedeur eventually get his chance. When he does get that chance, though, it's like, damn, he still plays for Cleveland, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They say that's where quarterbacks go to die.
That's what and so I feel like it was strategically planned. Like, okay, yeah, owner, you might have not have wanted him, but we knew that your organization, the whole NFL knows that your organization has been through 1,000 quarterbacks in the last 10 years, right? The list goes on. And so we finna add Shedeur Sanders to that list.
The percentages don't add up. They're not in his favor.
At all.
But like you said, I do believe that he's going to get his opportunity. It always happens.
Yeah.
Like it's a long season, bro. And
I think they should trade him.
And whatever is supposed to come to you is always going to find a way to find you.
Yes.
He's going to get his opportunity, and he gotta take advantage of it, just like he did in the preseason game. He played really well.
I don't want them to call no BS though. You know how you can get in the game,
and it's funny.
And the play call come through that helmet, and you like,
what? 3rd and 10? We're running a draw.
What? And I feel like we're gonna watch. Now I guarantee you Shedeur won't throw 52 passes.
So you pretty much you're saying you feel like they want him to fail.
To a certain extent, we would just have to wait and see.
Yeah.
A lot of these, which I never understood the notion, like if I'm gonna draft somebody like, and a lot of these old school coaches are like that. If I'm gonna draft somebody like a Lamar, if I'm gonna draft somebody like a Pat, I want to fit my offense for those quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to try to make a Lamar Jackson come in and do what Joe Burrow does. They're two different quarterbacks, both great, but they're two different quarterbacks. So I want to build around my quarterback. So if I got Dylan Gabriel's played a lot of football.
Yep.
Buku football. I think he got like 60-something starts in college under his belt.
Crazy.
Which is unheard of.
Yeah.
So with Shedeur, I still think with him coming in, like I said, I don't think he's going to throw the ball 52 times. I don't think that's a winning recipe for a rookie QB or an organization or none of that for a rookie. But if he come in and just show flashes of being good, I don't think Cleveland is the end all do all for him.
No doubt.
I think he's gonna.
They might make it if he come in and play good.
And you know what's been crazy? The players they might start making plays for bro.
But here's the thing though, and you know this, there's a different energy
when certain
people are commanding the troops.
You're right.
You feel what I'm saying?
You just mentioned Jackson Dart and Russell Wilson.
Now
right?
You can tell, even just looking at the receivers, you could tell that they really loved when he was in the game. You see him and neighbors dancing in the end zone.
And then him and Russ is like I ain't gonna lie.
Come on,
people
man.
have lost respect for Russ, bro. They probably at first people respect. They might not have liked you, because of the way you move, and they may feel like you uncle or fake or whatever it is, right? I ain't gonna say they may feel like you fake. They do. They be bro. Channing Tatum be trying that boy. Not Channing Tatum. Tate, whatever the bro name is on with
Golden?
He with Ron Clark now. He the one that called Russ a square. He the one that called him a square. It's not so. This is what the general public thinks of him.
What in your perception, what makes people lose respect for him? I
think okay, so, and I've said this before.
Mm-hmm.
I think the way Russ has always thought, like even in Seattle, bro, I would have sit downs with Richard Sherman. I would talk to Earl. All these defensive guys who feel like they're being held accountable for when they play good, when they play bad, if they give up these things, right?
Yeah.
Pete Carroll put Russ above the system because Russ was a little fragile. He was like, hey, y'all can't handle Russ that way. We can talk to y'all this way. Sherman, we can talk to you that way. Cam, y'all mentally, y'all can deal with it. Russ can't. Once the team and the stuff people get to talking about him, and that kind of, him not being held accountable kind of rubbed everybody wrong. Like, well, you talking about Richard Sherman, who a 2-3-time Pro Bowler as well. If anybody can be held accountable, a 2-3-time Pro Bowler can be held accountable, shit, so can Russ.
Yeah.
So I think we had played Green Bay one week. He threw like 6 picks, and not all the picks was his fault. And
6?
Threw 6. I'm talking about some of them. It was cold. It was one. I swear to God, bro. It was one of those Lambeau Field.
He ain't throw 6.
Ice. It was snowing.
We're gonna have to fact check that.
Yeah, bro. It was like 6 picks. Bro, it was like 6 picks.
You were there.
Game. I played. Yeah. I got in the game. I played that day. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
But we get to practice, and if any of the people who are watching this podcast have watched the Trojan War documentary with Pete Carroll, you know how he set up his. Yeah, you know how he set up his practices, right? Monday is come in and tell the truth Monday. Competition Wednesday, no turnover Thursday, perfect Friday, right? And then so on and so forth. So on Tell the Truth Monday, come in, everybody expecting Russ to get his shit like, not like necessarily like handed to him, but you know, you gonna get called out today and team for not performing well, right?
Not protecting the ball. I understand.
So we get in there. Pete Carroll skips the whole thing, and everybody get to looking like, oh, okay, we know why, right? So that kind of already started rubbing people wrong. You trying to save him, but you don't be trying to save her.
Yeah,
and then. I hate to say it, he started getting a celebrity wife. Once he started getting a celebrity wife, he went smooth Hollywood.
Come on now, he went smooth going home to Sierra. He ain't worried about y'all.
Look, some of the stuff I heard Marshawn saying, he do not be lying, bro.
Yeah,
he is not lying on that man at all. Has no reason to lie. I done call Russ' phone and beep beep. Hello, some Mexican lady answered the phone. I'm like, I hang up. Russ called me back. What's up, big dog? Big dog, man. Who you got? Hey, look, Russ, you ain't gotta give me the fan number.
The peasant treatment.
Yeah, the fan. I don't care, bro. I called you to see what time Coach said we need to be to meetings, bro. You know I don't pay attention to what you do. I'm just trying to figure out what time we got to be there for meetings. I ain't trying to call you and ask for no autographs or nothing like that. Like, we your teammates. And so that shit like that started rubbing people wrong. Then he left and went to Denver. I think he had his own office in Denver.
Yeah, I heard.
Peyton Manning didn't even have an office in Denver.
Trainer or coach, something. It was
Come on, man. Your own quarterback coach. Come on, like, so he just rubbing people the wrong way. Not to be not to be a Peyton Manning, not to be a Drew Brees, not to be I mean, Russ been to two. Let's keep a bean. Let's keep it a buck. Been to two Super Bowls, and I think he was a good piece of the puzzle, but. That defense made them nerve. That run game, that offense, the veteran presence on that team got y'all to the bowl. And then y'all go in there and don't hand the ball off on the 1 yard line. That's a whole nother story.
Yeah.
But I think that's what started rubbing people wrong about Russ. And then every other team he just go to, they just try him. Like, they seen him being tried in Denver, and everybody just tries him for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah, he's had a good run, bro. I just think right now it's his time to fade back. If I'm being honest.
Hold the clipboard fade back or fade?
No, not like coaching, but like be the two. Like
that's what I mean. You
got 5 more years of being. Yeah,
you know who I would rather have as my. I have Jameis as my backup before Russ.
Yeah,
I pick Jameis.
Jameis his energy is so contagious. Yes, and it's great for a team. It's great for a room. He's unselfish. He's encouraging. He's smart.
Yes,
you know what I mean. Like he's damn near like another coach.
Jamie Booten came a long way now. Yeah. From Florida State.
Yeah, low key, I feel like he would be a great coach. Like if he got into coaching, he'll become a head coach extremely fast because he can lead a group of people.
He can lead a group. Is being able to articulate. There it is.
He's smart.
Yes,
he's charming.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like so. J-Boo, if you hear this, go back to Florida State.
they need you too.
They need
you too for recruiting and all. You feel me? I'm gonna jump into a little basketball.
Let's do it.
Asia Wilson. Las Vegas Aces just won the championship, right? She's the first. I ain't gonna lie. I've been an Asia Wilson fan since she came out of South Carolina. I ain't gonna lie. I had a little crush on her rookie year.
She cute for sure.
Yeah, I had a little crush. I was like, ooh, I ain't gonna lie. Athletic, tall, can shoot. She can do it all. You feel me?
No doubt.
Once she started winning championships and started getting MVPs, I was like, oh my God, this girl is something different to the league. You feel me? And so now you talking about one of the first players, just to read a little bit. Okay, they just won the championship. So she's the first female to win MVP, finals MVP, defensive player of the year, and win a championship all in 1 year. Now, I don't even think NBA players can really compete with a stat line or a accolade list like that in 1 year. Only person that can really touch that is Jordan or maybe SGA last year. Well, SGA had a pretty good. He won the MVP. He didn't.
Jordan did. Jordan was defensive player of the year and finals MVP.
And then, but I mean, look at SGA. SGA go win MVP.
Yeah, scoring title.
Yeah. Finals MVP. And then win a championship. So you want to talk about an accolade list.
Sure.
SGA
he definitely did something special.
Yeah, SGA, and I was arguing with my homeboy about them. He's the new face of the league. I wouldn't say the face though.
Well, it's many places. I would say he's definitely the best player in the league right now.
Who?
SGA.
You think so?
Bro, you can't stop him.
Can you stop Ant-Man?
I'm not saying, listen, I think SGA is way more efficient than Ant-Man. I think Ant-Man has the opportunity to be one of them ones. I think he just hasn't reached that level yet.
Okay, tell me what separates the two.
I think their games are extremely different. Like, I think Ant is way more explosive. He's twitchy. SGA, he glides.
Yeah.
He uses his body well. He knows how to get to his spots. When he shoots a mid-range, it's like automatic. It's almost like a layup. You know what I mean?
He got the new James Harden get to the free throw line thing now. Like, he draws more fouls than anybody in the league.
He's very crafty. He's strong. He's big.
It's something to me about Ant-Man, his game, his attitude.
Probably his personality, because he remind me a lot of you. Just gonna say whatever he wants.
When he told Obama he was the truth, that shit had me dead. I ain't gonna lie. I watched the documentary. He just stopped playing on the truth. I was like, this boy talking to the president.
That's why people love him.
Yeah.
He got a
they know what type of person he is. He is. And
I think, man, just honestly, I feel like what's holding him back is maturity.
Think so?
I think so. And it's not even, I'm not even saying his personality. I love his personality, and I don't want him to dim that at all.
No.
But I don't know if he really knows what it takes to carry the burden right now.
Yeah. Of the whole league.
Of the whole organization.
To take league. He really don't, he said, I don't really want to be the face of the NBA. He just want to be able to go ball. But
for his team, like, they need him to really be that guy in the locker room.
Yes.
They need that.
I think for the most part, he is.
Yeah.
But when you got like Rudy Gobert on your team, he defensive player of the year.
12.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Gobert is good. You got Nas Reed.
Yeah.
You got Rudy Gobert. You got your boy coming off the bench at point guard. I can't think. He's older though, so
Michael Conley.
Yeah, so like when I look at that team and the way it's constructed, I'm looking, okay, if I was to switch,
just got Julius Randle.
And he got hurt, right? Mm-hmm. And he got hurt during the year, but and Julius Randle to me is a great player. He's just inconsistent.
He played well in the playoffs.
Yeah, he did. And Julius Randle went to school out here somewhere in
was it Plano, North Dallas?
In Plano. No, he went to I got baptized there at Prestonwood Community. Prestonwood. Okay. He went to
a private school.
Yeah, it's a private school. Yeah. He goes back up there and hoop, but just that team, the way it was constructed, I think that even if you put SGA on the Timberwolves and you go put Ant-Man on OKC, I still think that's a great team with OKC. I think the pieces around them, with them being so young and OKC and everybody being the key word to me was everybody is just so unselfish.
That's always what it comes down to.
Always when it comes maybe the best, like the LeBrons and the Kevin and the going to go get 3 players, maybe that era is dead.
Yeah, that era is gone.
Maybe the era is dead. The big 3 era is dead. Now it's about being able to go find one superstar and construct a team around him, because you got Luka, you got SGA, you got Ant-Man, you got we can't leave out Ja. He ain't really been making as much noise this past year, but you can't leave out Ja Morant. And so these are gonna be
Jokic.
the new Joker. He's the face. To me, Joker probably is the face of the NBA. When you want to talk about, because foreign players are starting to take over the NBA anyway.
It's a business.
Yes, and
the game got to go global.
It has to go global, and I think they're a little bit more coachable as well. They're starting, when I looked at the USA,
they play a different style of basketball. They play like the Spurs in the '90s, and how the Spurs still play. Like,
you're gonna bring up the Spurs because he's from San Antonio.
You talking about OKC? Sam Presti. Sam Presti came from the Spurs. Man, the whole organization is ran the same. Yeah. It's about passing up a good shot for a great one.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, swing. The ball always moves faster than the defense. So.
Yeah. And so I think I'm and the original conversation was Asia. Congratulations to the.
Let's circle back to the queen.
Yeah.
What she's doing right now is extremely unprecedented.
Yeah.
She is transcending basketball, women's basketball. Because she's doing all of these things. She was like, what, 20, 23, 10, and 3.
Yeah.
And this is like a big doing this. This is a big dribbling, shooting, posting, slashing, blocking shots.
It ain't nothing on the floor I ain't seen her do.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Pull around jumpers, she turn around jumpers and all that.
She's special and she deserves everything that she's getting. And I'm glad that she's bringing such a light to the game of women's basketball. Her and of course a lot of others.
Obviously, Caitlin Clark,
Angel Reese.
They've brought so much popularity to the WNBA just from college basketball.
Yep.
And I think NIL has had a lot to do with that.
Yeah.
The fact that they were being able to, not even just the money part, but the fact that they were able to use their faces.
Yeah.
And people know exactly who you are. Like, imagine if Skylar Diggins would have had something like that back in the day.
Crazy.
You feel me? Because everybody knew Skylar Diggins back in the day. Everybody knew Skylar. She went to Notre Dame. She was hooping, bro. Everybody knew her. So just imagine like the popularity she could have brought to the sport as well, being a notable name. So when I see women like A'ja Wilson being with those type of accolades and performing the way that she does, it lets me know how far the WNBA has come from when I was obviously Lisa Leslie and them. These are icons in the WNBA, and I'm pretty sure they're looking like the sport is, like you said, continue to evolve. I think the next big thing for them, obviously, is the money portion. Trying to get them paid as much as they possibly can. Really not as much, at least what they deserve.
But even when you say that, it's just like, I feel like no pro athlete gets what they deserve. If you looking at the piece of the pie. If you looking at the piece of the pie, it has to be. That's all I'm saying. I get the owners got to get what they get. The GM got to get what they get. But at the end of the day, the players are the product.
The players are the product. Because if you look at the NFL, right, you would look at, if Patrick Mahomes is the face of our league, he should be getting paid the most. There's probably no other player in the NFL that the world knows more right now that's playing in a field other than Patrick Mahomes.
No, yeah, understood. And I'm saying, like, I think that it still needs to remain like salary cap. Like, you have to stay with under what your team, a team's number.
Put an even playing field for everybody.
I think the team's number needs to go up. That's what I'm getting at.
For which sport? All sports?
Every sport.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, why is the business going? The business is going because of the
product.
Because of the. That's all I'm saying. Like, I want these girls. Like, I know they're saying like, oh, we can't pay them this. Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
Yeah. That's enough money. You just don't want to.
And
it don't even come out. So it's the crazy part is it don't come out. The people who say we can't do it, it don't even come out their pocket. They budgeting something. You know what I'm saying? They budgeting for something like. So are you just trying to take more piece of the pie for whatever reason? Because this ain't coming out your pocket. Y'all get TV contracts. Y'all get endorsement deals. All you got to do is factor in stadium. All you got to do is start factoring in a little bit more revenue stream or revenue income. I think, like I said, we talked about it on a couple of episodes. I think they're only getting like 10% of what the WNBA brings in. How are y'all the product?
Crazy.
And y'all only getting 10% of what the WNBA brings in. It makes no sense.
But you know how it is when you're trying to buy something and it's just like you negotiating the price and you say, you know what, it's all good. I'm gonna go over here. It's like, you know what, let me make a call. I'll make something work.
Yeah, for real.
They could always make something work. They could always make something work. There's always some wiggle room if they want to.
And one thing I know about these billionaires, it's an investment for them. They're trying to find a way to keep as much cheese in their pocket as well.
That's how you top of I get it. Understand.
On top of bird feeding the little players, so y'all think it's y'all doing something. But I think them girls are gonna those women will eventually go get paid, go get their money.
They need it, man, because it's such a beautiful game.
It is.
The way that women play the game is different than men, and it's a beautiful thing to watch. So I hope that they get taken care of. very soon.
Yeah, I think they
so.
will.
You know, we got women going overseas. We got women playing
and
three on three.
Yeah, it shouldn't have to be like that.
Like putting the extra wear and tear on their bodies.
When you talk, it shouldn't have to be like that when you're talking about the WNBA, right? We talking about the biggest professional
Top
women's sports that you can do at that, and they're going to go make more money and have to go play other places like that. That ain't. I don't feel like that's right. I don't feel like that's right at all. A lot of these women are leaving right after the season, going overseas to go hoop some more. And then you got to start thinking about, like, they might want to start families. They might want to get married. So you got to think about that, too, as well.
The sacrifices they make.
The sacrifices they have to make as a woman. No, for real.
And at the end of the day, I feel like that's kind of what it comes down to, is how in our American society, and really just a lot of societies in the world, it's just how you prioritize, you prioritize them as a species, as a person, as a being. Like, I would get into less of the less.
Yeah.
You know, but if you go back to the beginning of time,
you see, you know, they trying to almost
history has a funny way of repeating itself. So
look
at you trying to finish my sentence.
Try our best to let it not to repeat itself. But
we fighting a good fight right now.
No, for sure. So Penn State, and obviously we in college sports and college football. Penn State just fired James Franklin. He had about a $50 million buyout. I've never seen. Yes, I have. This is not the first. He's not the biggest. I think Jimbo Fisher was the biggest.
70
something. They bought him out.
You know, they say the best job in college football is a fire head coach.
Yeah, it's legal trapping. Legally trapped, because I say one thing. I think it was a little jumping the gun firing him mid-season.
Okay,
especially if you're gonna pay him out. I would at least let him finish out the year. Right, going to finish it out. He probably know that he's on his way out the door. I think he got kicked out. Well, not kicked out. I think he got fired because of the last two losses that they had.
Yeah.
Well, versus UCLA and Northwestern. You got a coach that's making however much, and then you got however much money you spending on the field. A lot of this stuff is alumni driven now, probably.
Mm-hmm.
Because they're the ones that's paying the money. And so it's not like you can just win these kids over with charisma. I mean, that's part of it. Obviously, that's some of it. But when it comes to productivity now, they want it a lot faster when you start paying money.
Yep.
And so James Franklin, looking up his record, he's 1-18 versus top schools in the Big Ten, which are Ohio State, Michigan. Obviously, yes, last year he was, 1 or 2 plays from going to a national championship game, but he would have had to play Ohio State, which is a team he's probably only beat one time in his 10, 11-year tenure at Penn State, which has been there for a long time, winning record, but versus top 20 score, not even top 20, top 10 talent.
Not getting it done.
But he's only like 4-20 something.
Yeah.
He has a losing record versus schools that we want to be able to see that Penn State beat.
If we want
to be able to compete.
Yeah.
And so James Franklin's out, but I think, and I'll just give my take on it before you say something. I think that 2 things. I think the next hire is their most important, because I tell, like, a lot of those kids may or may not hit the transfer portal, right? But I would almost tell them to pump their brakes, because at the end of the day, like, you still got to look at, like, you at Penn State, right? It's not too many other universities you can go to that's higher, right? So before you go make a impulsive decision, I would say slow down, pump, see who they hire next, right? And I would throw a name in the hat right now. I would throw 2 names in the hat.
Okay.
My first one gonna be Coach P. Gotta throw my boy in there. Yeah, Stanley.
Yeah.
If we could get P over there somewhere like
think P would go to Pennsylvania?
P ain't going to Penn State. But I'm still going to throw his name in there for it, right? But I know for a fact he's not going to Penn.
I can see P doing good up there.
He would be
old school mentality
up there. I just don't think he wants to take on that type of burden right now, right? I think he would want to go somewhere.
Pete golfing.
And he's golfing right now. But the coach at the University of Indiana, Kurt, I love his energy. Like, I watched him on College Game Day this week, and they just keep showing clips, and I ain't gonna lie, like, he got the swag, He got the charisma. He got the confidence.
Yeah.
His team is winning. I mean, they just beat Oregon this weekend, and we know what type of school.
They already in the Midwest too.
And so when you want to talk about, I think that would be a good hire for Penn State because with James Franklin leaving, he'll be able to just come in and really, I mean, just like Alabama did when they hired the Washington head coach when Saban left, you have to find somebody to be able to just take over. And you want somebody to come in and win right now. Mm-hmm. You want somebody to come in and win right now. Obviously,
somebody that your recruits believe in. Right? That's a whole nother side of it that people don't understand. You get a lot of people decommitting. You get a lot of people because at the end of the day, that's the coaching staff that you committed to.
Yeah. I tell a lot of people, and you know, just like I do, athletes don't commit to universities, bro. Mm-hmm. Let's be quite honest.
Some of them do.
Some of them do. But for the most part, athletes commit to relationships. Yep. They're not, and right in Atlanta, they don't, trust me, they're going to have a way better relationship with their coaches than they is their professors at the university. Let's just be quite honest, because that's just what it is. You came here like you came here to play football, not play school. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. You came here to play football, not play school. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, I would tell those kids at Penn State to pump the brakes. Right? You still at a great university. Let's wait till they see who they get this next hire in. Hopefully they don't. Hopefully they learn. I hope a lot of people from college football learn from the James Franklin experience of paying these coaches this amount of money, and then when they don't pay it, like the buyouts are crazy. Mm-hmm. Like I don't know who's next on the hot seat or who's coming, but
it's probably a lot of people.
It's probably a lot of people, and I'm pretty sure these universities, or even like, how much do they have to like not like you to give you a $50 million paper to tell you to leave?
Yeah.
How much do they have to hate you for that? Like, now let me stop saying the word hate. How much do they have to?
They fed up. They just like, we gotta, because at Penn State, bro, Penn State hasn't been to a national championship in I don't know how long. They are a prominent school. Mm-hmm. But a school of that caliber, a school that is dedicating that much money into that program. I played out there.
Yeah.
My true freshman year in Nebraska. It was 107.
For real?
107,000 up there. And it was the week that Joe Paterno got fired from that whole scandal. So it was crazy. And that was their first year without Joe Paterno in 40, 50 years.
Yeah.
So that's it's a lot of history out there. But
yes.
You know, whenever you're putting that much money into a program, like
and sending that many guys to the NFL,
sending that many guys to the league, like you the fan base wants something to show for.
They want something to show.
They want a trophy. They want a trophy. Because they're not even winning the Big Ten.
They're not. Because that's what I'm saying. He's going 1-18 versus Ohio State and Michigan.
And it can go one or two ways. Like the grass is not always greener. Sometimes who's to say next year wouldn't have been the year that they just popped through?
Yeah.
Not to say that that's likely, but that it's a possibility. It reminds me of being at the University of Nebraska and I'm playing for Bo Pelini. Mm-hmm. He's having nine win years every year, 9 wins, 10 years, going to the Big 12 championship. Lost to Texas on the last second field goal at Cowboy Stadium. But it's like they get tired of winning nine games a year. I think they fired him after a 9-4 season. Then after that, they were terrible for 10 years. For 10 years, you say, the grass ain't always green. For 10 years. Now they're doing better now under Matt Rule. They're like 5-1 now. But last year he went like 7-6. He went like 6-6.
I ain't gonna lie, they talking about Matt Rule might be up for that job at Penn State as well. So you just gotta.
But I seen that too. Do you feel like that's a lateral move?
I feel like it's a safe play. Right, because I'm assuming he's already kind of close to them already, so I'm pretty sure just getting him to come over to a bigger university, I'm pretty sure they can throw way more money at him than.
I don't know, bro. Nebraska is up there.
Nebraska is up there.
We talking about history. We talking about prestige. We talking about the the fandom.
For real, it's different.
Come on now.
For real.
That's the only thing in the state of Nebraska is Nebraska football.
Is Nebraska football. I be feeling like that when I go to like, because I only college experience I've ever experienced was at the time when I was at TCU was TCU game days. And so going to go experience game days in other places is different. A totally different experience. Like I went to LSU a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
I've obviously been to like a UT game. I've been to a Tech game. I've been to a Oklahoma game. So I've been to other universities and experienced game day. So I get exactly what you're saying. When it's like,
Nebraska, bro, they've sold out every home game since 1962. It's like over 400 consecutive sellouts, bro. They don't have Little League football games on Saturday. They have them on Sundays because nobody can go.
What?
When I tell you,
it's like Friday Night Lights,
man,
Mojo.
It's wild.
It's Mojo.
It's wild, bro. I remember my true freshman year, bro. I ain't even play yet. I remember just on the weekend going to a house party, going to, I don't know, something on campus. I get back to my dorm. That's when Twitter first started popping. I get on Twitter. I got like 10 mentions, 15 mentions.
I seen Aaron
Green. He's right here. I'm standing next to him at the party. I'm like, this is crazy. This is crazy. So, yeah, bro. Nebraska, top of the top. For sure. Real? When it comes to fans, when the fan base. Yeah,
that's crazy. A lot of people may not know that. You help with the recruits.
Come on now. I'm recruiting to the Frogs. Come on now. I'm speaking correct for sure.
Speaking of the Frogs, we can go on and get into a little bit of them. TCU obviously has homecoming this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So the remaining schedule, we have. I think the only game that really scares me, not to skip over, is
Baylor.
it Baylor this week? Not to skip over Baylor. Baylor scares me obviously because it's an in-state rival game. You know the games we have versus them.
Yep.
But I think the BYU game scares me more than anything. Right. I think TCU has had 2 bad losses. I think if they finish that Arizona State game, I think we're in a way better position with a lot of these teams that's losing in the Big 12. But losing to Kansas State last week really hurt. I don't necessarily know. I watched it. It was hard to kind of watch it towards the end, but in the beginning of the game, it looked like it kind of almost reminded me when we played Kansas State. Like
that's a weird place.
To play, and I'm like, man, just going there. I don't know if it's because we're in purple or whatever
I don't know
it is.
What it is being there.
But watching the game, had a conversation with Josh Hoover last week, and was just telling him like a little bit of my thoughts of what he can do to continue to grow throughout this entire process of playing, because this is only start like 20-something for him as well. He hasn't played a ton of games.
Right.
And so he's still kind of young with it, but I just try to simplify the game as much as he possibly can. But like I said, TCU has homecoming this year. My expectations is, like it is every week, try to go 1-0, beat Baylor. Obviously, they're probably coming in. I don't necessarily know Baylor's record or anything, but right now, I'm pretty sure the coach is preaching, well, we at least want to continue to win. You never say, hey, don't stop winning, right? But realistic goals, we continue to win. Hopefully, maybe compete for a Big 12 championship. But if not, we know we want to be in one of those prestigious, good bowl games, right? And so I don't know, my message to the team would be continue to fight, honestly, because I know one thing, like when we were playing, it's like once you lost that one game, the team kind of checks out on you.
Yeah.
And so just being mentally strong, continue to know that like it's a long season, anything could happen. So you don't want to take these next few games for granted. So go in and handle Baylor. I think the week after that is BYU, and then the last game of the year is, I think, Cincinnati.
We got West Virginia.
Oh, West Virginia, and then Cincinnati. But I think if we go in and just continue to win these next 3 to 4 games, however many we got left in the season, what would that be, 8-2? 8-2, 9-2.
We'll go 9-2.
9-2.
We win every game.
Yeah, and so that's a win, especially on a
that's
a huge year for.
Yeah.
And somebody was asking me, I ain't gonna say no names, but somebody was asking me about Sonny being on the hot seat. And I was like, I don't think he is. Right? I think if they continue to win out, like we talk about a 9-2 season, I think that's good for early Josh Hoover.
Mm-hmm.
I say he comes back next year. I think they have an even better year next year. I think he needs about one more good offseason to be. And I ain't gonna lie, Hoover is a little bigger than what I thought, thicker than what I thought he was just watching him on TV. He's a pretty hefty kid. But I would just like tell those kids, continue to fight, continue to play, finish the fourth quarter. I know when we come to practice, I know that is a huge emphasis for y'all at practices. Knowing when the fourth quarter is and being able to take it the extra.
Those are championship rounds.
Yeah.
Those are championship
And
rounds.
you can probably contest to this. Like, I feel like the great teams have a few players, if not at least one or two, who can hold their teammates accountable. Mm-hmm. And I got kicked out a few practices, right? And I'm pretty sure you got kicked out a few practices.
We got kicked out of the same practice.
But one thing I can say, like, it was for a good cause. Mm-hmm. We never got kicked out of practice for fighting or doing like anything. We got kicked out of practice for was us trying to be able to compete and get better each and every day.
No doubt.
And that's just what it came to. And I would tell this TCU team, I think they need that one player who's not scared to go at his teammates and hold them accountable and still be respected and continue to still be one of the bros.
Yeah.
Nobody want to, and I don't know if NIL has changed that as far as like telling people like you don't want to kind of make him mad, we don't want him to be, and it's just like F that. Like
it's a fine line, you know, like you said, we're definitely in a different time and space when it comes to college football. But just kind of going back to what you said about like, you know, once you lose a game, that's a real thing. Mm-hmm. It's just like a boxer losing his first match. Like there's a part of your aura that leaves. There's a part of your, you know, the essence that just kind of, if you let it, that can dim your light. But the good teams, you know, push past that. Because there's been some damn good 10-2 football teams, 11-2 football teams in the history of college football.
Some champions
it's been some champions that's lost 2 games. And, you know, it hurts, like, especially being, we were up 17-0 against Arizona State, bro. Yeah. And that's one thing, especially on the road, you have to be able to go take games.
Take it.
You have to take it from them.
all the time. You have to
take it from them. And you can't allow a team to hang around
and get momentum.
Because they're at home, right? Mm-hmm. There's the fans are chanting for them, right? That's energy that is pumping them. You know what I mean? Like it's really simple when you get to it. So whenever you're not taking the opportunities that you are given and you're just letting them at one moment they're going to make a big play. Now the crowd's back into it. Now you got to fight 10 times more harder to fight them off.
Now it's 17-7.
And then you might mess around, go 3 and out.
Yeah.
Now it's
and you know, just like we know, energy away games really be for the defense.
Oh yeah.
Energy, the crowd when that opposing offense steps on that field. Oh yeah, I need y'all to go dumb. I need y'all to go dumb. That's so the energy really be for the defense. And like you said, being up 17 in that game and not being able to pull through, I mean, they're probably going to look back at that game and say that's probably going to be one thing they probably wish that that could have led. But that's what I think the leadership and the one person that I felt like they was supposed to be like, hey, we can't let this go down like this. Like we got it already.
And it's funny you say that. I feel like it more so has to be a culture. Yeah. More so than one person, because like, you know how it is, bro. It's strength in numbers.
Yeah, you're right about that.
You need everybody to be on board and everybody to not lose that swagger. It's just like, bro, You remember that selection Sunday after we smacked Iowa State? We won like 55-3, right? We dropped 3 spots. We dropped 3 spots in the rankings overnight for whooping somebody by 50. And the whole country expected us to just not want to be in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Like, bro, our first practice, for people that don't know, we played December 31st, right? New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
We practiced for a whole month in Fort Worth. Just us, right? Yep. Everybody's home for winter break.
Yep.
Bro, our very first practice, we were on fire. Like, it didn't matter. Like, we soaked that Sunday. Yeah. We were like, damn, they really did us like that.
For real.
And it hurt. That was real pain.
Bro, that was lame.
But, bro, that next practice, we were just like, who we got?
Yeah, who we got?
Well, then let's go.
I would love for somebody to sit down in my face and tell me, like,
it was just
y'all can't put us in?
It was another opportunity for us, bro, and we approached it like that, and it showed on the field. And I think that was the culture that you know. And
it was a good. I ain't gonna lie, and I will attest it. I think if NIL was around when we were in school, we wouldn't have been able to see these great teams.
You know what's
funny?
If
the portal was around, we wouldn't have been able to see these great teams.
We're actually just talking about that yesterday, Josh.
Yeah.
He was like,
J-Dot, bro, we gonna slide.
We heading to Rhonda.
When you come, either you gonna come here or we gonna go
out there. You gotta go to the land, man.
I definitely want to go. I want to go explore the motherland for real.
Got to.
J-Dot living in Africa. For y'all that don't know, my boy Dawson, I know you done been out there. I'm gonna go out there one of these days, and I told him. But he living in, is it
Kigali? Rwanda, yeah.
Okay, and bro, he like on social media, like he loves it.
Yeah,
he's having a blast. He has a daughter?
Yeah, he got a daughter and 2 sons.
And 2 sons, and he's out there with his wife, I'm assuming. So, bro, he's living life. Like, he's living. You say amazing. I took the NFL bread, went straight to the motherland.
Straight to the land.
I don't blame him, but yeah. Back to what you were saying. It's crazy that we came from that era.
Yeah, and like I said, we were talking like, bro, like if we were getting paid like these players were today, like I don't know if we would have been as tight as we were.
Yeah, as focused or as
motivated, but like, bro, we were so connected.
Yeah,
those years. For one, we was broke as hell together. We was broke.
When everybody broke, it'll bring you together. Man, oh my mama, everybody broke.
We hanging out outside of Moncrief Hall together.
Yeah,
all times of night.
Oh,
like we going to rock bottom together.
I wonder if they still in the summer.
I mean, maybe some of them, but like, bro, they, you know, a lot of them, some of them making real good money, bro. We at the dorms or we across the street. There ain't no pictures hung up in our place, bro. It's crazy, you know, it's different, bro. But I think that's it. That played a huge part into making us the collective group that we was, bro. We trained extremely hard together.
We did.
We all went to the same bar that didn't ID nobody. Yeah. Right. So we was going there since we were freshmen, sophomores. Mm-hmm. You knew after the game where everybody was going. Be.
We knew what everybody had. And I think that's a camaraderie, right? Is what you would call like with the fact that these guys
we fought. Like
we
fought each other.
That's what I tell people all the time. Like I fought Chuck. Remember I fought Chuck? I'm fighting 300-pound D linemen. I'm playing quarterback. And what we do? Shake hands, cool, everything, cope steady, and we keep it pushing. Go out on the field, make plays.
Oh,
yeah, that was crazy,
bro. That was one thing that surprised the hell out of me when I came down here from Nebraska, bro. I was like, bro, these dudes is wild.
Yeah, Texas boy.
Man, it was so many fights. It was so many. It was so. It was everything. Bro.
No, you know who's
people
getting
fighting
into it
in
a lot?
The dorms, knocking over the piano.
B. Carter and Looper, fam. B. Carter and Looper used to get into it, but the funniest fight I ever seen in my life was you there, bro. It was Kobe Griffin.
No, I wasn't there, but I heard about it. It's funny, bro, because they two loving people, bro. They ain't had no business fighting, bro.
But that was the funniest fight I ever. It was. I know for a fact it was me, I want to say Jason was there, and we was in the middle. The band was in the indoor practice, and we in the middle where you get the ice, bro. And we were like, man, we're gonna make y'all put on the glove, bro. It was the funniest shit I ever seen in my life.
Wish we had some video,
bro.
We
had I wish we were streamers back then. Yeah. We had that stream. Oh my mama, we would have hit
Amazon Prime.
I'm gonna jump into my Playmakers though.
Let's do it.
And you don't really know about this, but I'm gonna tell you. So we do Playmakers of the week.
Okay.
And the criteria to be a Playmaker of the week is, you got to be either playing in the state of Texas,
okay,
or from the state of Texas,
okay.
And that's pretty much it, right?
All right.
And so we pick a high school guy, a college guy, and an NFL guy.
Okay.
Right. So obviously this week we got Pat for our NFL Playmaker of the week.
Okay.
Patrick Mahomes. Obviously, he's getting a few of his weapons back. I'll give you a few stats, and we'll probably pull the highlights up as well. But they just beat the Lions this past week. He went 22 of 30, 257 passing yards, and 3 TDs. He's starting to look like Pat again because he's getting his weapons back, right? He got, Kelsey looked like he didn't got young on, or if old girl singing to him good right now. So he look like he getting a little youth back. You got Hollywood Brown, you got Xavier Worthy, and you got little Mighty Mouse in the backfield, Pacheco, who toting that thing. So Pat's starting to look like Pat again. College, Colorado, Salter had a good week.
Cedar Hill.
Turn the
horns loose.
And if y'all don't know where Pat is from, he from White House. He played high school at White House. But like you said, Salter went to Cedar Hill. They beat Iowa State this week, which was a ranked team.
That was a big win.
That was a huge win. That was a huge win for them. He went 16 of 25, 255 passing yards, 2 TDs. He also had like 50 yards rushing, so he used his legs. So he was very.
Can't account for that.
His last one. Y'all might be recruiting this kid. I ain't gonna lie. You can tell me.
I plead the fifth.
Maximus the Great Denson.
Okay.
Have you heard his name?
I may have.
He's a quarterback at Duncanville High School. Mm-hmm. They just played DeSoto this past week. Me and my daughter went to the game. Yeah, shout out to that. 48-28, I think was the final score, but he threw 7 touchdowns. 7 touchdowns, had 300 and I want to make sure I'm saying this right. 7 TDs and 355, maybe 55, 95 passing yards versus DeSoto.
2 of them was to our guy Ace and Thias. Shout out to you, Ace.
Shout out Ace and Thias.
Coming into the Frogs.
Okay, yeah. Future Horn Frogs. Shout out Ace. What's his name again?
Ace.
What? Receiver?
Thias, yeah.
Class of what?
This year.
26, year? Okay, yeah. I can't wait to see him. Speedster. Okay, what number is it?
Yeah, 2.
Okay, but I always look. Anybody that right there to you, make it look good.
Icy.
Make it look good. But then my Playmakers of the week, and like I said, the criteria, you must be playing in Texas, from Texas, or anywhere. And so obviously we choose our boy Salter from Cedar Hill. And we got other people who we don't do honorable mention over here, but we will mention others.
Yeah.
Obviously you got Jackson Smith and Jigma, who's still balling, who's
crazy
from Rockwall. You have all these other guys. Texas is so represented in the NFL. Even at the quarterback position, you talk about Kyler Murray and Matthew Stafford. A guy we're going to get into, and we can get into it right now, low key, is my NFL MVPs. Baker Mayfield. Mayfield balling, right? And I've been telling Baker Mayfield, bro, I had a little, I ain't gonna say I had a little run in with Baker, because when we were playing Oklahoma that one year, he had transferred from Tech to Oklahoma and was sitting on the sideline calling all our plays out, bro. But as far as Baker, the player, bro, has always played with a ton of energy. Like if I want somebody to be my quarterback who I feel like gonna go out there and give 110% every play, fight to the end, I feel like even if you don't have a chance, he gonna play like he does every single time. And he's bouncing around the league from being a first-round pick, the number 1 pick overall, going to a horrible organization like the Cleveland Browns, get bounced around the league. I think he did, like, he may have lived a week in L.A., play for Was it the? It was somebody weird in between it. Was it just the Rams?
I don't know. It's been a couple places.
Yeah, I know it was Cleveland and it was the Rams, and so was it the Bills? No, I don't want to say it wasn't the Bills, but bounce around the league, boom, lands into the Buccaneers, and who does he have to take over for? Right, Tom Brady. Tom Brady leaves. You're taking over for somebody who's probably one of the biggest shoes to fill. Here he is, 5-1. I even got some. I'll give you the stats for him right now. Baker Mayfield is 5-1, 1,539 passing yards. He's 12 TDs, 1 interception. He has a QBR 108.
Yeah,
and he's doing that with no Chris Godwin. Mike Evans been hurt. Bucky Irvin. I actually watched, but Bucky's nice.
Yeah,
Bucky Irvin's nice. So he's limited there, and he's still making it work with who they said really wasn't going to be much with the guy that came out of Oregon who scored this weekend. His 40 time wasn't just the fastest. Yeah, Tez wasn't just the fastest coming out, and that made him fall.
Sterling Shepard still going. Shout out to
Sterling. Hey, man, I need them cleats too, even though I'm done, man. He's sponsored by Jumpman, man. I need them. But Sterling, obviously Sterling's still balling. So the Buccaneers are definitely one of those teams. My second guy, Dak Prescott, Dakota Rain, as Cam Newton would say it, Prescott. Yeah. And speaking of Cam, shout out to Cam Newton too, fam. I seen he got his jersey retired, bro. Shout out to Cam.
That's big time.
Being at the University of Auburn, getting that jersey retired. Real requirements to getting a jersey retired. You feel me? This ain't no slugs.
Cam is 1-on-1, bro.
Yeah. Facts. This ain't no slugs to nobody else who got their jersey retired. I'm just saying this is real requirements.
He deserved that, bro. Probably best college quarterback.
Outside of, I would say, I would put him right up there with probably Tim Tebow. Right? When you want to talk about fame and notoriety.
If fame and stuff, like Tebow is on another level. Yeah. But if we talking about like what a player did with less,
it's
Cam's top of the top.
Yeah, Cam top of the top for sure.
Tebow has some weapons. You hear me?
Tell me. Dak Prescott, 1,617 yards passing, 13 TDs, and 3 interceptions with a QBR 104. They are losing, and none of it is his fault at all. This is why I said I think they feel like they're this year's Cincinnati Bengals. Because last year Joe Burrow did the same thing. But every time he got out there, they getting torched on defense every time they get out there. So if Joe Burrow go out there and score 40, they're giving up 41, and it's looking like the Cowboys are doing the same thing. And to hear Jerry talk about he see us getting better is crazy because everybody like Rico Dowd done balled on us, Russ done balled on us.
Russ went crazy.
You name it, somebody has had a game versus our defense. You name it, they ball. But Dakota Prescott is playing out of his mind. Shout out to Dak right here in our own state playing for the Cowboys. They got Washington this weekend. I think it's a 3 o'clock game, divisional game. They quarterback then made it back, Jaden Daniels. I think Scary Terry be back on the field. Obviously, Debo is making plays. He's looking like he's back to getting into his groove. So one thing I know for sure, they're going to score on us.
Yeah.
So look forward to be a high-scoring game.
Have to outscore them.
Take the over.
Yeah.
Take the over. That's smart.
Run the ball.
We can't run the ball. That's the thing.
Homeboy had a good game last week, I thought they had a back go over 100.
Oh, yeah, maybe so. Yeah, maybe so.
Give it to him.
My third MVP, which is ironic to be this person, but it's Danny Dimes.
Okay.
Daniel Jones obviously was in New York last year, but has already probably will win as of right now, probably comeback player of the year if they have that. I think they do. He's probably going to win comeback player of the year because Sam Darnold has won it one time. I feel like when he exploded with the Vikings, I think he had ended up getting it. So Daniel Jones, obviously he's at 1,500 yards. His team is 5-1 as well. 8 TDs, 3 interceptions. He has a QBR 104. He also has a few rushing touchdowns. I think Dak has like 1 rushing touchdown. I think Daniel Jones has like 2 or 3. And so these are the front runners. And obviously you can put Pat in there because he's probably going to sneak in there. But I want to talk about the Ravens a little bit. I think They starting off right now. They 1-4, 1-5.
Yeah. What quarterback situation?
Quarterback situation, but Lamar's coming back this week, hopefully, right off a bye week. I don't know if that bye week is this weekend or was it last week, but I think he should be back this coming.
No, they
weekend.
played last week. They lost.
So he has a bye. So they have a bye week this week, and then he'll come back.
They
the
were
following
1-4.
Week. They're 1-4.
Ooh.
And so I'm still looking at it like this. I think they're 2-4. 1-4.
Yeah, they 1-4.
1 or something. So I'm looking at them like this. I think if they pull out the next 6 games, you're looking at a totally different season.
Bro, that is a stretch.
It is. It's a stretch.
6 games in a row.
When you look at the stretch, you got to look at who the stretch is.
I don't care who it is. You see how that defense is playing, bro? They can't stop a nosebleed.
Want me to tell you who? I blame Derrick Henry. I blame Derrick Henry to a certain extent, but for the simple fact.
Talking about the momentum of the fumbles?
The momentum of the fumbles, those key losses in the beginning of the season could have held on to. It probably could have took a loss or 2. And
they would have won 2 of those games. They would have won the Bills.
They would have beat the Bills.
And then they lost. I forgot who they lost.
To the Chiefs? No, they got dubbed by the Chiefs. Was it Cleveland?
Before that.
Anyway, two horrible losses. And mainly off the back of Derrick Henry.
Fumble.
And so, do I think the Ravens can make some noise? I still think they can.
Take them sleeves off.
Yeah, maybe
my young running backs take them sleeves off.
Hey, look, man, skin to skin. What they say, you got to put the baby. You got to put the baby skin to skin.
You got to. Good for that development.
So, but I think the Ravens can sneak in low key on some
wild card stuff. Yeah, but they got to.
It's an uphill battle.
It's an uphill battle, and they got to take it one game at a time. And that defense has to do something.
Yeah, I think the defense will get better.
They have to do something.
I think the defense will get better. I think NFL is all about getting hot at the right time, right? I look at Kansas City. Maybe they about to start rolling. I might be looking at a Philly like maybe on their way downhill. Trade A.J. Brown to Buffalo. See how that looks, and see what you can get for them or something. Because right now, the Eagles are looking like
it's too much going on, bro.
It's too much going on.
They're giving the media way too much to talk about. And even if you feel a certain type of way about targets and stuff, there's a way, there's a way to go about it and there's a way not to go about it to keep the people out of the business. Yeah. Like, I understand.
It's hard to nowadays, though.
It is.
Because they bringing the business to you when you're not getting the productivity.
It is, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like, I just feel like we come from an era where it was always about protecting your brothers. Even if it was you had something to say, we said it back here.
Yeah.
Like, we would say things back here. We would fist fight back here.
Yeah.
And the whole world didn't know what we had going on because they're not supposed to. Yeah. Right? You're supposed to keep the water out the ship.
So how you feel about Tua then? Because Tua throw his teammates under the bus down there once a week.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Like, that situation is not going to last long. That's something that you can feel.
Yeah.
You feel that energy when you watch them. Like, they don't have faith in him.
Yeah.
He don't have faith in them. Everybody playing the pointing game. And that's why the product looks like the product.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, and you can't. We talking about somebody who touches the ball every play, a quarterback.
Yeah.
You can't be beefing with the QB because even subconsciously you might be open, but there's still some type of energy that's attached to this dude. Don't really F with me.
So
I'm not saying that this guy.
That's what I was just about to say.
I'm not saying that if he's open on a go route or a basic or whatever it is, he's not gonna hit him. All I'm saying is there is energy and there's some type of resentment between those two, and that it shows on the field. If
he ain't got a quarterback that can get him any top receiver that feel like you can't get
him the ball,
they're going to start feeling some type of way.
I understand that. It's okay to feel a type of way.
Yeah.
All I'm saying is, like,
let it be done behind. There's ways to do it.
Bro, you should not have a segment on ESPN about y'all two. Like, come on now. That's good. That's good for nobody.
Yeah, nobody,
That's good for nobody.
But what's the problem, though?
I think, for one, Kansas City was 4-0. The receivers weren't having big games, as I'm sure that they won.
Well, the
Eagles. I'm sorry. Yeah, who did I say? Ravens.
Yeah, the Kansas City.
Kansas City. But no, they're 4-0. They're winning, but they're passing yards wasn't a lot. The receiving yards wasn't a lot. So,
bro, me and PJ sit on this show all the time and ask.
I get it, bro. It's
Ask
frustrating.
what's a lot for a quarterback as far as passing yards? Like, what's a norm? Like, what's average? Like, what's like just good? And I told him, like, okay, for Jalen Hurts going 22 or 20, anywhere between 20 and 22 on 27 passes is good for him. So if he's 20 for 27 or 22 for 27, he needs to be over 200 yards passing though.
But that's the thing. Like a lot of those games, he hasn't been. He hasn't. Over. They've just been winning in different ways.
And which I feel like they've dropped their last 2 games, and I feel like they were going to drop a game or 2 because everything was too close. Yeah, y'all went in on the last play. Y'all went in nail biters. Eventually, it's going to come and get you.
At some point in time, you have to be able to produce offensively. You have to be able to push the ball downfield. You have to be able to run the ball. I know they haven't been running the ball that well.
Yeah, Jalen. I mean, not Jalen, but Saquon. And that's not his fault. He getting the touches. Yeah, he getting 18 to 20 touches a game. Yeah, it's only 40, 50 yards of production though. Yeah. That's the thing that's gonna kill. Yeah. So the explosive plays are not there. I don't know what it is with the offense, but it looks like, as good as they are, it looks like a high school offense. As far as Jalen don't really look like A.J. Brown is running any routes to really get open other than slant, hitch, a 10-yard stop, or a go. I haven't seen him run anything other than that. Like, the offense is so basic, and I don't think he's throwing any passes in between, like, the hashes. Yeah. Everything's on the outside or underneath. I don't know. I'm not saying he can't, but he hasn't been.
But see, bro, I feel like it may be an off. If that's the case, then that's an OC problem.
That's an OC problem.
But here's my thing. Like, even just going to the Ravens, bro, I've never really the Ravens have to run the most condensed sets in the league. Like when we're talking
11,
about
12 personnel.
Trips bunch or deuce bunch or 2x2, but everybody's close. And it's just like, bro, I feel like I'm not an offensive coordinator. Right. But
most running backs ain't offensive coordinators, but go ahead.
I feel like Lamar Jackson would be a lot better if it was more space for him to operate, more space to read what's going on. Like, I get it. Like, when you're condensed, we're running crossers, we're running play action, we're max protecting and stuff like that. But I feel like there's so many times where it's like 3rd and 1, everybody's in, and it's just like, bro, that makes it so easy to me.
And then we know you finna get about a dig here.
Make everybody cover every blade of grass, especially with somebody that you can't account for back there. Right, like, come on, man. So I don't know. That's always irked me when it came to Lamar.
But even if they spread them out, think about, okay, if they spread them out right now, my bad. If they spread them out right now, who would you have though?
I think people
you got Zay.
More, I think you give more people opportunities to get open when there's more space to operate.
Right. Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. And that's all I'm saying. Like, and I think even just having condensed sets, it muddies it up for everybody. So now you can't really see clearly. Some linemen like, okay, we're comboing up to this guy, or we're doing this to this guy.
Condensed sets to me is old school traditional smash mouth football. We're gonna line up in these condensed splits. You probably know we're about to run the ball. We got Derrick Henry, Lamar Jackson back here. We're going to make y'all choose wrong, and we're going to hand it off, and hopefully we can go get us one or 2 yards.
And I love condensed sets, like when we get in the red zone, right? It's not many more yards that you can go vertical. Therefore, you have to go sideways now. So that's why I feel like whenever you're condensed inside the red zone, now it gives you more room to operate and go sideways. And,
makes sense.
So I get that. But, I mean, they on 20 and – I'm like,
condensed. But I think Lamar, and I tell people, I don't think Lamar is the Ravens' problem. I think
that's not what I'm saying at all.
Yeah, I think it's everybody. I think it's everybody around him when it comes to being able to make plays and come through for their team. He's just the one taking the heat. They're a 1-5 team who practically was a catch away from being in a NFC, AFC championship game, maybe even a Super Bowl, if Mark Andrews holds on to the ball. And so now we start this next year off and it's 1-5. Now we got a fumbling problem.
It's tough, man. Like he's been probably the best player in the league for the last, 3 years.
MVPs.
But it's like it takes everybody. Like they were handling Buffalo pretty dominantly in that game.
They was.
But you have a turnover and, defense kind of struggles to get a stop in 2 minutes. They march all the way down the field, and it's tough. It was just like when it rains, it pours. So it's just like, damn, man. He played well enough for them to win that game. He was extremely efficient in that game. Threw a couple touchdowns. He was really doing everything that he wanted.
He could have been. If they win those, Derrick Henry don't fumble, we may be talking about Lamar down there.
No, for sure. Because they win that game, I don't think they drop all these others.
The other ones. And we could possibly
because it's like once they lost, like that aura left a little bit.
And I think, do you think he frustrated? Do you think at the end of the day as a quarterback, you Lamar Jackson, are you frustrated with Derrick Henry? Are you like, I don't. This season could possibly be a waste based off them first 2 games. That's what it's feeling like for them right now.
I understand that perspective, but I also think the mentality of a warrior, the mentality of a player, like dropping games happen. It's like, okay, well, let's go make a freaking run.
Yeah,
I think he's more so like, bro, Derrick Henry rushed for 1,900 yards last year and 20-something touchdowns. Like, it's hard to be frustrated with that.
Yeah.
If the first thing you do is fumble twice in back-to-back games, like, damn, you deserve to fumble, bro. Like, what you been doing is crazy. You feel what I'm saying? All these carries you've been getting, like, bro, come on now. But still take them sleeves off, bro. Like, just take the sleeves off, bro.
Too big for that, bro. Real talk, to be quite honest. We're going to keep a bean. We're going to keep it a buck, bro. You was too big to be wearing sleeves,
but you be swagging, King Henry. You be swagging.
What Joe Burrow told his receivers, if I don't give a damn how cold it is, you come out here with sleeves on, bro, I'm not throwing you the ball.
Yeah, bro.
So come out here with no sleeves on, bro.
It's tough, bro. And then again, like I just think on the defensive side, they're struggling a little bit right now, and that's just a bad combination.
Yeah.
Like you can't turn the ball over and struggling to stop somebody. Like that's bad ball.
Yeah.
So they got the talent to do what it is. I think that they just got off to a really bad start, and now you really see the psychology of a man when you're down, whenever you're out, whenever nobody's expecting you to do anything. It's like, damn, can I still show up for myself today?
Yeah, true.
Can I? Or do I still like? Yeah, that's the mental battle.
That's the mental part.
And the game is what 80-90% mental.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to move this ball 10 yards at a time.
That
sounds simple, but everything up here is what makes it complicated. You feel what I'm saying?
That's it. I got some rookies I want to try to acknowledge real quick. Rookies of the years in the NFL. Scatterboo was up there. I don't necessarily know if you know who Scatterboo is.
Running back. Arizona State.
Yeah, he's from Arizona State. He's in New York now. Bro's a man child.
Yeah.
You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, bro's a man child.
I appreciate it. Yeah. He went crazy last year.
Yeah, he did. He did. I like Scatterboo, energy, attitude, the whole nine. And then I think the other one was Mbuka from the Buccaneers. Bucks. He's having a crazy year. He got hurt over the weekend, but if he can come back and continue to be consistent, he may have it. And then you can probably throw I wouldn't necessarily say Jackson Dart just yet, just because I don't necessarily know. But
he only started 2 games.
The wins that he's getting are great wins, but I wouldn't necessarily put him in the conversation as far as for that.
Tell you what, if he continue to win, he will be.
Yeah, you continue to win. Winning is everything.
With that, yeah.
Winning is everything in this league. And that kind of tells me about even Shedeur, like we were saying earlier. Like he's still gonna get his chance, because even with me saying Gabriel is playing good, bro, you gotta win.
Yep.
At the end of the day, I don't care how good you play, you gotta win. And so eventually he's gonna get his chance. He's gonna have to prove it, just like he's going to have to win. And I just hope he comes in and plays well, because the whole world, players, maybe not coaches, but players from it. Literally, if you play football or if you're a student of the game, you like Shedeur. But it seems like the coaches and owners is the ones who kind of have this picture painted about this young man for whatever reason. But like I said, it just kind of goes back to that, him just being able to get the opportunity. But that would be my rookies that I would highlight and try to get into. But if you got some last encouraging words, messages, or tell the folks what you got going these days. I mean, obviously, I know you at TCU now, so
man, I'm finding my way, finding my path, just like everybody else. I'm assistant director of player personnel now. TCU, working with the corners, working with the running backs. Love what I do on the personnel side of things. First year back in Fort Worth in a long time. Right. Time, so it feels good to be back home. I'm a father now, right? I got a 3-year-old baby girl named Nina. Ooh. So that's really all.
I'm trying to tell you, girls,
bro.
They're gonna be
they run it.
Ooh,
they run
my
it.
Daughter, I'm trying to tell you.
I'm already knowing.
Wait till she get to that age. But my little girl finna be 8 in December, bro. It's crazy. I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Attitude, sassiness.
I'm already seeing it, bro. I'm getting the glimpses, and
it's a beautiful thing.
And I love it, bro. I wouldn't have it any other way to see myself in the form of a female, bro. It's pretty unique. It's definitely challenged me to embrace different sides of myself. Yeah, and I grew up with all boys, so. To grow up and actually raise feminine energy is a treat, bro. Yeah. It's a treat. And I see the world totally different. Yeah. So, baby, I know you're too young to see this, but when you do, I love you,
one day,
girl.
say you two still going to be jumping. It might be in
now, because this video going for probably an M.
Yeah.
An M or two.
Easy.
Yeah.
Easy. NIL bread over. Nah, but, and I wanted to say that I know that, like I said, this weekend, obviously TCU is homecoming.
Go Frogs.
So it'll be a lot of I'm hoping a lot of people who we played with are back in town, come back. Maybe we can enjoy like Fort Worth like we used to. Try to hit up a couple teammates, but it's crazy because you the first one from the 2015 team to actually come on here. We're gonna get a few guys from like the Rose Bowl team, and we're really just trying to vamp up this social media presence for TCU in the city of Fort Worth, because nobody's really putting on as far as the social media presence. Like I went to other schools like LSU, you got these kids who are been LSU fans their whole life, and now they have a podcast for strictly LSU football, and they can tell you everything about every play on the field and what it means to wear number 7 and all this, that, and the third. And so we want to try to create that same kind of energy, same kind of culture here in Fort Worth. So the challenges are good. We get good feedback every week, man. People are telling us, man, we watching, we paying attention. So that's good. And obviously what it takes to be a playmaker could be anything. Obviously we know you, the plays that you made on the field, and the plays that you're making off the field as far as getting these guys up here to TCU, recruiting. Even I think you were at UTSA last year. So just putting your footprint, your imprint on college football from both spectrums, from playing to coaching now, and eventually I know telling where this may take you, but I hope the best for you, obviously. And if you need somebody to come coach quarterbacks, let me know.
Talk to him. Talk to him. Look at
this. This how you start. You need somebody. I got to. I got them, and I ain't have to. But appreciate you coming, man. But I also want to tell y'all that we're actually transitioning into the House of Playmakers YouTube page. So start subscribing to that. Obviously, right now we're under the Academy, but we're going to eventually start transitioning over to the House of Playmakers YouTube page, which is going to be crazy. You're going to probably start catching us on Spotify, catching us on
Apple.
Yeah, and start really trying to, and like I said, appreciate you having it on here, my boy PJ.
Man, I appreciate you having me on, bro. Like this, it was
you got
good.
Social media handles or anything you want to say? Shout out, daughter, anything? Last little comments before we slide.
My Twitter is Aaron Green 22. Mm-hmm. Instagram is @green_22. Mm-hmm. So if you guys want to follow or give me, show some love, that'll be much appreciated. But nah, bro, I want to give you your flowers, bro, and just tell you that I'm proud of you for what you've done. Mm-hmm. We talk about overcoming adversity, making a way where it seems like there is no way. Mm-hmm. right? Finding a purpose.
Yes, sir.
Finding a way to inspire yourself and to inspire others. Like, it's a beautiful thing to watch. And
appreciate it, bro.
You know, my dad always told me it's never over till it's over.
Yeah.
Right. No matter what we do, no matter what we don't do, right? There's always another opportunity to go make something for yourself, to go achieve the unachievable.
Yeah.
And it's just cool to see you in this space, bro. See you, you know, orchestrating this, talking and showing people the brilliant mind that you are. Because I tell people all the time, bro, like, Deuce was the best player I played with, bro. Like, I done seen this dude go midweek, play receiver, have 11 receptions for 111 yards. I done seen him train all week getting ready to go play running back versus Iowa State. Casey Paul Hall get in trouble. Oh, hey, you starting this week. I didn't see him, you know, throw for 400 as well. I didn't see, you know what I mean? I didn't see him do inside run at practice, like real running back stuff. So, like, bro, you one of them ones, bro. But I always tell people, like, bro, he is extremely smart. Like, he's brilliant. And I'm glad that you having the opportunity to show this side of you, bro. I really do. So I'm thankful to be here. I know I'm gonna be back.
Oh, facts.
Shout out to my brother PJ, man. I hate that he wasn't able to be here. My college roommate, Skyline's finest.
He ain't Skyline's finest, bro. We'll get to him.
Love you, brother.
All American PJ, man.
Yeah.
Next, one thing I told PJ, and even with you coming on, like I said, like, what a playmaker means. And so for you to be sitting in this seat, obviously we know what you bring to the table and what you've done. So like I said, man, appreciate you. Appreciate that. I definitely wasn't expecting that. So like I said, bro, thank you for coming on, fam. Come back anytime you want to. We probably do something at the school here next time.
Yeah.
Change studio, change the scenery
Switch
up a little bit.
Change locations.
Try to go. Yeah, change the location is probably gonna be our next thing. But
yes, sir.
This episode 6, fam, and I don't necessarily know. I'm hoping episode 7 is even crazy. I know my boy Paul gonna be back. But like I said, bro, appreciate it. Appreciate y'all for watching. Continue to watch. Obviously, we do have a little bit. I don't know, but I do train kids as well. We do that on the weekends, and so if you guys out there need any training as far as linebacker specific, quarterback specific, position drill, speed and agility, we do it all at the academy. We have a few people up on our umbrella as well. So if you
no doubt, training, definitely send them your way.
You can get that as well. But bro, that's it, bro. I appreciate this. Is crazy. It's been the smoothest one ever. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
Appreciate it.